this is going to be part 3 to What If Deku was a Titan Shifter. And I'm going to just add something because someone requested it, and I said, alright. So, I'm going to give him the Warhammer Titan's power. So, he can, like, create weapons out of, like, stuff that comes out of his body. So, like, just imagine, like, all those bony plates, except they're, like, white, like, the Warhammer Titan white or something. So, yeah, that's his Titan now. But, yeah. So, yeah, he can, like, make the crossbow, a sword, or, like, a hammer, like the giant warhammer, all those kind of things, because, yeah. Okay, so he's, like, super overpowered now. But, yeah, so, yeah, I left it off after the USJ, so now it's going to leave it to the sports festival. Aye. So, that starts. So, everyone, like, so, everyone went home after the USJ and all that kind of stuff. It's almost dead, but yeah. Anyway, so, like, they go to school the next day, like, everyone's just kind of, like, shook. Like, everyone's just kind of, like, in the dorms, everyone was just kind of, like, in their rooms the whole time, like, just thinking about stuff, not talking to anyone. But, yeah, go to this photo, because that's what Deku looks like. But, yeah, so, people, like, really mad and all that kind of, like, well, not mad, like, just surprised and scared at the same time. Like, they're getting ready for school next day and no one's really talking to each other because they're just all in their own head, just thinking about everything, like, what that happened. But, yeah. So, that stuff happens. So, they get into class, everyone's just, some people are trying, like, everyone's just kind of whispering to each other, like, hey, you okay, or something, like, having conversations about what happened, like, most people saw what Deku did, like, how he defeated the Nomu, so, yeah, everyone's kind of, like, scared of how powerful he is, but, like, yeah, so, Aizawa comes in, full body cast. I'm not sure if I made him injured or whatever. Yeah, he comes in full body cast. Everyone's like, "Oh, Mr. Aizawa, what's wrong?" He says, "Don't worry about me. It's fine. I just have to tell you some stuff." Okay, so you'll have 2 weeks off to practice for the sports festival and hopefully to recover from a traumatic experience. So for the rest, so go back to your dorms and just try and either train or just not think about anything. Everyone just packs their bags and go back, and like some people just like go and train to get things off their mind, because when you're doing something else, it gets other things off your mind. Like, yeah. So, Deku's training, like, he's trying to, like, make, like, because I said he has, like, pretty kind of superhuman strength in, like, his normal form. So, like, he's just practicing hand-to-hand combat with, like, something, like a training dummy. But, that's just pretty much what he's doing. Shigaraki, she's kind of still doing the same. She's doing the same, but, like, in a different area. But, yeah. So, in, like, 2 weeks, like, and Deku's training is like his Titan and, like, hand-to-hand combat. Everyone's still kind of gotten over it, like, I'm gonna say, like, people who, like, I know, watched, like, or might get injured, like, are still kind of sad, like, thinking about things, but, yeah, everyone's talking to each other again. Like, yeah, Eren has, like, Eren, like, has the, Warhammer Armored Titan Attack Titan. Yeah. So, like, his bony plates are, like, now white and stuff, because, but, yeah. Like, and then like they go back to class. Aizawa is still in the full body cast. He says, "Okay, everyone, get into your sports festival uniforms. You'll you'll and meet me at the bus. We'll be going to the I don't know, whatever it's called, arena." So like they got into the bus. Everyone's talking. Someone brings up like to Deku like, "Hey, I noticed you were training like a few days ago, and like your your big form looked different, like really different." He says, "Oh yeah, that I I unlocked a new ability, I guess." He said, "What is it?" He says, "Well, the burn plates that I had on my thing before, they changed color a little bit, and like how I can turn myself into crystals or whatever." They say, "Yeah. Well, apparently I can harden even beyond that and create a white substance that I can turn into weapons." And yeah, and my burn plates kind of turned into that material, and so now I have more defense and similar attack. But yeah, they're like, "Whoa, that's really cool." And I'm gonna say because like the Warhammer Titan can move around easily in that white stuff, so Deku doesn't need to break those bone plates on his legs now to run. They're just still there now. But yeah. So they get there, like they're talking for a little while, just getting ready and stuff, and then eventually like they hear like over the speakers like in class 1D, like 1D, 1E, D, C, B, and just in like not like that, but like just calling them out like 1D, please come out. Then it says 1A, like please welcome class 1A. And they come out, like, he's at the front. Wait, who did I make class rep? Oh wait, no, I didn't make anyone class rep. Okay, he's class rep, because why not? And, remember, still the class other one, vice representative. But yeah, and he also got first place in the written the exam, so yeah. So he says, and then it says, "Okay, can class 1A's representative please come up?" Deku comes up. And, he's like, picks up the mic and he says, "Hello everyone, and I am Aaron Shigaraki. I'm not good at like the speeches or whatever, anything, so like, like 5 minutes later he's done with like, not 5 minutes, 2 minutes later he's done with like a heartwarming speech or whatever. Like, oh, like, quirks on everything, blah, 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 you can become a hero, whatever. But yeah. So, and Midnight comes up saying like, "Okay, after that speech, on to the first round." Well, I'm doing a President Mike voice for, like, Midnight, whatever, just Midnight voice, so I say it like that, then whatever. She says like, "Okay, we'll be doing a race. An obstacle course. Students will have to run through will have to run and avoid obstacles." Everyone's cheering like, "Whoa, yeah, it's gonna be entertaining, whatever." I don't know. Everyone's at the front. Deku's like at the front. Like, so like, Aizawa's like, and President Mike is like having like a conversation with Aizawa over the microphone. So like, embrace it, like, "Mr. Aizawa, this is Mr. Aizawa, teacher of class 1A, also pro hero. Please tell us, what do you think is the hardest obstacle to get by?" he said. And Aizawa says like calmly, the start. And President Mike says, "What do you mean by that?" And he says, "This is where all the students are together. They can easily pull a big move that will distract everyone and quickly get in front of each other." And President Mike says, "Very good, oh, that, like, I don't know," he says like something. and he says, okay, well, who do you think will win? He says, I have, I don't mean to switch to that. He's like, I have one student in mind, but it depends what he does. So, at the start, Midnight says, okay, start. Everyone starts running. Todoroki freezes, everything's waiting. And, Deku just, he's like running with everyone else, and like, Aizawa says, okay, looks like Todoroki's in the lead. Is this the kid that you thought might come first? He says, no. And he says, who do you think then? Eren bites his thumb and like a big ball of lightning appears, he says. And Aizawa just says, him. 20-meter tall, like with, the bony place just starts, like, roars and, like, starts running. And, Mission Mike's like, what the like, Jesus Christ. Actually, no, he's seen Deku before. He's like, oh yeah, Eren. Yeah, he'll probably win. He starts running, like, he's just, like, ahead of everyone. Then he comes up to the robots. I'm not sure how tall they were. I'm pretty sure, like, they were 20 meters as well, whatever, I don't know. And, like, he runs into the robot, like, shoulder charge, and, like, it breaks it. Like, it just knocks it down. And, he keeps on running. Canyon just, I don't know, does something. I'm not sure how wide it was, like, I'm gonna say it's like 40 meters wide, so, like, Deku has to, like, run and jump and, like, grab on and, like, pull himself back up. So, And then it comes to the minefield, which is easy. He just walks over it. And, eventually, like, the body just flops down. Everyone's like, whoa, what happened? Like, what was that? Like, and, Deku just comes out of it, like, and looking like something like this. I don't know. You wear uniform on. And just gets to the finish line first. And, Todoroki and, like, Bakugo and stuff are still at, like, the cavern. Not cavern, yeah. Or ravine or whatever. And, President Mike says, okay, Eren Shigaraki, first place. Everyone's like, ooh, ooh, yeah. Yeah, so that happened. So, yeah, then, like, Todoroki comes second, Bakugo comes third, and, Shigaraki, she doesn't come, like, on fourth. She doesn't, like, I see she just comes somewhere in the middle, because, like, her quirk isn't suited for, like, actual athleticism or moving, so, like, but she's, like, actually fit, so, like, she can actually run a lot and stuff. And plus she could just decay the robots. So, yeah. So, yeah. Then I forgot to say to this that I didn't own My Hero Academia or Attack on Titan or any of this art. But, yeah. So, yeah. Then it comes to the cavalry battle. This is going to be kind of weird to do, Deku has the 10 million points, everyone just glares at him, he's like, oh god, like, laughs nervously. But, and, like, everyone's trying to avoid him, like, Shigaraki comes up and says, hey Deku, you want to team up with me? He says, oh yeah, sure. And then Mei comes up with him and says, yeah. Then, he goes over to Tokiyami, and Tokiyami says, yeah. Shigaraki pretty much just replaces Uraraka. But, she's going to be on top with the headband. But this is pretty much just going to be really easy, though. So, what they do is simply he just bites his thumb, transforms. They're just on top of his shoulders, and you're like, some people try to climb. Like, yeah. Like, Bakugo's trying to fly up, Deku just swats him away. Like, no one's seen, like, what his weapons yet. Which I don't think you'll need for... I don't think you'll use them in this, but yeah. So, yeah. He just eventually wins because, like, he just slaps everyone away, like, breaks Todoroki's ice with a fist. But yeah. So, he eventually wins, keeps 10 million points because, like, it's 20 meters in the air. No one could freaking get it. But yeah. And then it's the 1v1 battles. So, first match, Deku versus Shinzo. They call him out, he walks down, So yeah, and like, Shinzo starts talking trash about him, like, oh, it must be great to be born with such a good quirk. Your parents must have praised you. Like, Deku just kind of, like, flinches at parents. Like, ugh. Like, because he knows his dad was All Might and stuff. And, like, Mizumi has been, like, kind of watching him, like, just looking, like, watching, like, Deku did some things and stuff. Yeah, Azumi, I don't know, she's somehow made it. I don't know, I don't care, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna say she replaced Ida or something, I don't know. But yeah. So, like, Shinzo sees, like, oh yeah, I struck a nerve with parents, so, oh yeah, like, oh, what's wrong, did your parents not like you or anything, like, he was making fun of him. And, Deku wasn't gonna, like, do anything rash or anything, like, just transform straight away and just punch him and kick him or whatever. He was just gonna, like, try and run up and, like, do some simple fighting move and, like, throw him out of the ring. But then, he just bites his thumb, transforms, and, like, picks Shinzo up. He says, like, I'm pretty sure I said he could talk, right? He says, you, like, he just says, like, fuck off. And, he just, like, chucks him at a wall, like, not really chucks, but it's, like, kind of underarm, like, carelessly just throws him, and, like, he breaks, like, a leg or, and like, a rib or something, a few ribs in a leg. But, like, so, it's like, match winner, Eren Shigaraki. But yeah. So, that happened. So, all the other matches commence as they did, like, Azumi wins her match, so the way she's going to go is pretty much going to be like Ida, and instead of Todoroki versus Ida, it's going to be Izuku versus Izumi. Cool, Eren. But yeah, so Todoroki versus Izuku's fight. Izuku knows that he has to take this really seriously because Todoroki is a strong opponent, and Todoroki knows that he has to take this seriously because Deku is a freaking beast.